All right, folks. Sorry it took a second to get things started. I realized something like last minute right when I was starting. So anyway, it's been a while since I've live streamed, and I wasn't even scheduled to live stream. My daughter has gymnastics at 4. I'm not sure if my wife needs me to take her or not, but that gives us less than an hour, like just about an hour, to live stream a little bit, and I thought that would be good. So here we are. So I did a bunch of work on the authentication flow for, or the email verification flow and password reset flow for the Epic stack. And if you go to EpicWeb.dev/tips, then you'll see a video where I walk through some of that. So feel free to check that out. I did make a couple of adjustments with what I'm doing now. For one, I realized some of the names that I was using in my model were not like quite standard. Like they were very descriptive, but not, not as standard as I want them to be. Like I was using valid seconds instead of period, and I thought period didn't really make sense, but there is a pseudo spec for OTP for the URLs that you're like QR codes that you're scanning and stuff, and so probably best to use the same name. And then I also realized I put the OTP in the model as well, the one that we send to users, but it's like you don't need to do that. And so provided that we have a unique target and type, so we're verifying the user's email or whatever, and this is the email that we're verifying. If you have those two things, then you can take the code they give you and verify that with the secret. And so you don't need the OTP. And so I ditched that here. And that's actually also like very relevant for when we're generating these URLs, because the OTP is going to be different after the period. So yeah, anyway, I am, all of the tests that I have are passing. I've done the migrations and stuff. The interesting thing about a generator is I don't want to have like a bunch of migrations in this directory for people when people first start up the repo or their new project. And so I have to keep deleting the migration and creating a new one, which makes deploys very tricky, because I need to like somehow I need to automate this in some better way, but somehow I need to delete the old database and create a new one when deploying to production. So yeah, I got to think about how to do that well without impacting other people's experience when they're cloning this. So anyway, right where we are now is I'm going to the profile settings page, and I'm going to add a little bit in here for generating a, or for getting the OTP auth URL and generating a QR code so you can scan that. And then we save that verification in the database, and yeah, and test requiring 2-factor auth for the user. So I think probably the best way to do this is to get to the part where we create the verification. And then rather than changing the user model where we associate, oh, right, I forgot this session is capitalized. I don't want it to be capitalized at all, not even a little bit. Where are we using sessions? I noticed this earlier today. So we got Prisma session, Prisma user. Okay, we're not selecting a session on any of the user stuff, but if I were to say session, or here, let's do find first, just really quick. Session, yeah, it's capitalized. No thanks. Yikes. I don't know why they default to, like, they auto-fixed that for me, and I do not know why they do that. So that's super annoying. Okay, so let's delete this migration, and then do another one. There we go. Now it is properly cased and it's not a disaster. Okay, so what I'm thinking is instead of adding a property to the user, we will just have a verification. The type will be 2FA, and the target will be the username. And then when somebody logs in, we will search the database for a 2FA verification for that username. And if one exists, then we'll prompt them for the code and make sure that it's the same. That's how we're going to do that. So let me think here. It's just really quiet. This is one of the drawbacks to streaming is I don't want to play any copyrighted music because then you all get ads. I hope you're not seeing ads on my videos because I do not monetize. That would be super annoying if you do. Yeah, so I'm going to start a centered session. And let's see here. Here, let me just do this. Yep, we did all those things already. Okay, implement TOTP auth URI. Okay, and this I think is going to take an hour. We shall see. Let me scan this QR code. I wonder what happened if you all scanned that QR code. Is it a bad thing that I'm displaying this? Maybe. I hope not. It does have a token in here, so I think maybe you could scan it and then look away from your phone or like hide it, and then you'd mess up my thing. You'd like make them think that I was looking at my phone and doing nonsense. So that would be unfortunate. Of course, using ChatGPT to help me think through how I implement this. First, they're like, hey, use this library. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure we don't need a library for this. And boom, there it is. That's all. That's all it takes. Don't need a library for that. But I did ask about the QR code, and they're like, yeah, you probably want to use a library for the QR code. It's like, okay, that's fine. All right, so let's come over to profile. And here we have the password stuff. I think that's a pretty good spot to stick it. Let's go to, login. We should have autofocus right there. All right, so then we go to profile, edit profile, and right below password, let's have an enable 2FA thing here. So first, let's see if 2FA, two-factor enabled verification, and where type is 2FA and target is user ID, I think username. So the interesting thing is we can change the username. And so anytime we change the username, we want to change update the target, which is not cool. So instead, we will use the user ID. I think that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, that'll work just fine. Yeah, this will work. Oh yeah, we want to select just as little as possible. Two-factor is two-factor enabled. Let's see. So if we're on our profile, you can only be on here when you've got your user ID. We're only getting yours. So we could just send the 2FA thing right here. I'm just trying to decide if we generate or when we generate the two-factor thing. I'm thinking, so a lot of places will do like a modal that shows up. And yeah, we could definitely do that. And also another thing to consider is, do we do backup codes like a lot of places do? And I don't know. Do y'all hear that? Is that noisy to you? Somebody's vacuuming above. I think you might be able to barely hear it. Yeah. So as far as the backup codes, we're going to push that off till later. I'm going to decide that later. For where we display this, like I said, a lot of places will do a modal. I don't think I want to do a modal. Let's do a route for that. So if we have, all that we're going to do on this page is determine whether that's enabled at all. And then if it is, the link will say enable to, or if it's not, enable two-factor authentication. If it is, oh man, I forgot something. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just do this really quick. Let me think. Okay. Yeah, so if it's not enabled, I'm just thinking of the design for this. You know what? Honestly, the part of the reason why I want to do it in a separate route is so that that route can have its own loader and make that part easier, rather than using a resource route or something, or a full stack component. And this is precisely one of the things that the Remix team is looking into solving in the upcoming version of Remix, where you can have any component be a what they're going to call mix-in probably. Yeah, basically taking the full stack component idea and embedding that into the framework, and it's going to be so epic. It'll be awesome. So when that is implemented, then I think I'd be more inclined to just having the user experience just like stick this in place. But until then, I think we're going to have a page for 2FA. Actually, you know what? No. We've already got a modal experience on this page for the photo. So maybe we just do that. Just do the same thing. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. Yeah, since we've already got that experience here, we'll just do the same thing. Profile, 2FA, TSX. And then this can just be like it's a regular route. Doesn't even know that it's in a modal, I think. Let's see. Does this render the modal? Oh, it does, yeah. So this renders the modal. The outlet is rendered, yeah, here at the bottom because it doesn't actually really matter where it is. Yeah, then we still, though, will put a link in here that says whether or not it's enabled. For us, we have this link to photo. It'll be something like that. So data is two-factor enabled. And then let's do a link to 2FA. Actually, let's stick this in here. If it's enabled, yeah. There we go. They're awesome. And then let's make that look not like garbage. The div that we're inside is wrapping the whole form, making me think we don't need this div at all. Oops. Oh, I missed something. Oh, no, we do need that div because it separates us from the submit button. Okay, so why is this looking so funny? Because we're in a grid. Oh, I need a call span. That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay, we just need a little bit more space here. Where's that space coming from? Margin top. Okay, we'll just... Great, and then this explodes. Okay, cool. Sweet, so then... Oh, and you know what? I noticed when I'm down here, like I click on this and it shoots me to the top. No thanks, I don't want that. So what we're gonna do, this is the coolest thing ever. Scroll, prevent scroll reset, boom. And now that does not happen. Oh, we gotta do the same on the way back. So we come over here. Where's our navigate? Boom. Yoink, 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 yoink. Looks great. The one weird thing would be is if we're over here and we had a link, edit your profile, having it go back without resetting, or having it go there without resetting scroll position might be a little weird, but we're not going to do that. And yeah. Yeah. And even in that case, we're just going back up here, so I think we'd actually be okay. Even if you end up on the home page and you have some edit profile photo thing, it'll take you to that and it will reset scroll position to the top. And so then when you go back, it doesn't reset scroll position. You're already at the top. It feels fine. So yep, we're good. That's awesome. All right. So with all of that said and done, yeah, that's fine. Let's make our component here. Remix component. This is our two-factor route. And this is a remix loader, which gets our user ID equals require user ID from the request. And then our verification. Wait, Prisma verification find first. Prisma is coming from our DB server. And this is where the type is 2FA. Yeah, really would feel great if we could enhance verification to have some specific types. We've got, if anybody watching wants to make a really cool contribution, then check out this one. This would be really nice. I know that it's possible with extensions. I just don't know. I haven't tried it yet, but that would be a really great contribution if anybody wants to do that, because we totally could use that for this type thing here. Okay, so we've got our verification, and here we'll select. I don't think we need anything other than the ID. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll actually generate the OTP URL here. So OTP URL, OTP, yada, yada, yada. There it is. And we need the period, digits, algorithm, secret, account name, issuer, and that's it. Okay, so let's get our digits. Oop. Oh, right, we don't need digit. That doesn't come from the database. We're just doing 6 across the board. Although, if we wanted it truly generic, then we would put digits in the database, but we're just hard coding digits to 6. So, yeah. If we're really hard coding digits, then maybe we should not allow it to be customizable. Like we've got default, and we also have a default for the algorithm, but we do stick that in the database. I think maybe we should put the digits in the database too. I think we should. Yep, I think we should. Yep, I think that is what we should do. Sign up. Here, let's do this. Prisma. Oh, where's my migrations? I gotta delete that. Migrations folder. Migrate dev. Init. Okay, so now we need to pass the digits. Okay, and forgot password. We're going to get digits. There also. So it's fine that it's defaulted. That's why we return it, so that we get default values and stuff. What's not fine is that we didn't store it at all. So we do need to get the digits because we passed that. So, okay. Okay, and we're still missing something. OTP, right. Oh, right, yep, that's a mistake. Okay, fine. Man, I didn't want to have to do this. But it looks like we're not going to be able to avoid it. Period, number, digits, number, algorithm, string, secret, string. Okay, we should probably rethink some of the types for this. See, I wanted to like have ultimate inference. Like, look at this. There is no TypeScript going on in this entire function, but it's all fully typed. See, I liked that. But yeah, we should probably have at least a little bit, because digits, you know, we should probably say it can be 6, 7, or 8. And yeah, algorithm is tricky because it really depends on what the system is, but I think we should probably just do some specific ones. Okay, let's just do this for real. It's fine. Type algorithm, all of these, and except we're not going to allow SHA-1, because why would you do SHA-1? Okay, no, I'm stopping. No, it's fine. It works fine as it is. Let's move on. We'll deal with this later. It's really not that big of a deal. Okay, so coming back here, this is now complaining because period. Well, here, let's get account name, user ID. Yeah. And issuer equals get domain URL request. Now what are you complaining about? Oh, right, because it could be undefined. Okay. There we go. So as far as the account name is concerned, I wasn't actually planning on doing the user ID. I was planning on doing the user email, but user ID actually makes a lot of sense, because then if the user changes their email or changes their username, this still works. Cannot change the user ID. So yeah, that's good. Good news. Okay, great. So we've got our OTP URL, and then let's do the QR code. QR code. Don't I have this? Data URL. To data, there it is. Heck with that. Star as QR code. Just does not read well. Okay, great. And now we have our OTP URL and QR code. And then just thinking, we don't want to have them click on that and then immediately show the QR code, at least when they've already got one. Just got a couple ideas of something we could do here. So anyway, let's just start with this. Where is our profile photo? We're going to borrow a lot of things from this. In fact, let's just borrow this whole thing, and then we'll remove the stuff we don't want. Okay. So we don't need to worry about this. Use navigate we still want in the same way. Use fetcher, we don't need to do that. Yeah, I think we're good there. Use action data. Yeah, let's see. We're not going to do that either, I think. There's not really a form here, so we can get rid of all the form stuff. Okay, we do want the dialog import. Okay. Two-factor authentication. And yeah, again, no form here. oh, whoops, we also want this should scroll, where prevent scroll reset. And yep, we don't need that. So let's start with this. And just display the data dot. Sure, let's see what it's going to do. Here we actually do want a fetcher. Enable or toggle to FA, fetcher, use fetcher. Okay, and yeah, form, await, whoop. Okay, we'll figure that out in a sec. So this will have a yeah, we'll look at that in a second. Alt QR code. Okay, we're gonna make the types for this a little bit nicer. Verification data. That's kind of annoying. Rats. Okay, fine. It's just going to be annoying, that's all. What's the button for? What? No. No, thanks. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, great. Coming back over here now. I think I stopped it. Yeah, let's start it back up again. Oh yeah, let's also make sure. Yeah. Test end-to-end run. Just make sure that our tests still work with the migration that I did. Pretty sure it should, but you never know. Man, those tests are really handy. That is for sure. Something is, oh, I know it's busted. Okay, actually, we're going to fix this right now. So what's wrong is I seeded the database, I logged in, and now I have a session, a cookie for a session that no longer exists in the database. So how do we fix this? If we go to login, here I'm going to require anonymous. And here it's saying, I think it's saying that we are we are authenticated. Let's see. Root TSX. This is not really something that will happen much at all. But it can happen. Okay, I think this is where we end up. What? So we had a session ID, but there was no session for that session ID. So what needs to happen is we actually need to remove this session ID. We need to log the user out. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. Yep, there it is. So let's see, what's the best way for us to do this? Session, I think, has a logout, or no. It's, where is that? Authenticator logout, that's what we need to do. Okay, now this should fix it. So I come in here, it's probably been deleted now. Now I go log in. Boom. Awesome. Okay, that's good. Good fix. Here, let's actually commit that separately so people can see that when they're looking at the commit history. That's in our auth server. Yeah. Git add app utils auth server. Ensure orphaned sessions are deleted. There we go. Whoops. Awesome. So that's good now. Let's log in. Cody loves you. Okay, here we go. 2FA, kablooey. That's interesting. Not what I expected to happen. Settings, profile, 2FA. 2-factor. Let's try that. Maybe the 2 is throwing it off or something. Yes, I think the 2 was throwing it off. I'm sure there's a way to make that work, but I don't care enough. You've not enabled 2-factor authentication yet. Okay. Yeah, all this text is not good in that color. There we go. see, fetcher, what's it called? Toggle 2FA fetcher form method post button type submit enable 2FA variant primary. What else are you complaining about? Size. Okay, we're going to want a little bit of space there. Here, let me just... Oh, my wife has messaged me. Okay. So we click on that. And let's do name, intent, value, enable. And we'll do something similar. Okay. And we can say also we need a status toggle dot type state. It's loading, then pending, otherwise idle. Okay, cool. So then we say intent form get intent and switch on intent if enable. Then await Prisma verification create data. Here, actually, first let's create our OTP. So, let's see, generate OTP, TOTP. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, these defaults are good. Yeah, this is going to complain because we got extra properties on this. Okay, fine. So we want digit or algorithm, digits, period, and secret. Pretty much everything except the OTP. Config. There we go. We're missing something. Why not? Missing type and target. Ah, yeah. 2FA target is user ID. User ID. Wait, require user ID from the request. There we go. Great. So if we're enabling, and then case disable. Well, here let's return JSON status error, message invalid intent. Disable. We're going to await Prisma verification, delete all of those. Cool. And that's that. I think we're done for like the basic stuff anyway. Then we need to style it, make it look not awful. I think, try that again. Huh, that's weird. Did I not export it? I did not export it. And it's break time. Boom, look at that. There it is. Look at that nonsense. We've got the full URL with the all of that. I think we should change that a bit. The get domain URL. Dot origin. I think is probably all we care. I keep mixing up origin and host name. Whoop. I'm supposed to be on break, but I'm worried that my wife is going to say she needs me to take my daughter to gymnastics, and if that's the case, then I want to finish as much as I can. Path name. No, not path name. Origin. Host name. Yeah, so I want the host name. Host. It's interesting. So host is shorter, but the value is longer. Host name is longer, but the value is shorter. I think let's go with host. Yes. Yeah, we want to include that. So host. Very good. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, so no, we don't have that anymore. We have the user ID. There's our secret. All of that stuff. Man, that is a ridiculous URL. But you should be able to just copy and paste it. So let's put that in a overflow y or x scroll. No? Well, that's annoying. I think actually what we need to do is have a wrapper div that has the overflow on it. Whoopsies. No? Max width 100%. There we go. There we go. And let's add a padding of 3. Now we're talking. That'll look a lot better in production because it probably won't have the port name, even though the user ID is really annoying to type. Good thing we switched to CUIDs. Oh man, I just realized I've not been paying attention to live stream chat. So if you're new around here, the way we do this, or the way I do this, is I don't pay attention to the chat in on YouTube, just because it's not the way I roll. I do chat over here in my Discord. So link in the description. Feel free to grab that and join our chat over here. Okay, great. So this is good. Scan this QR code. Awesome. Let's see why our QR code is messed up. I'm guessing we're just missing something simple. So let's do this. Yikes. Well, there's our QR code. I do not know why this is not working. Huh. That all looks fine. Okay. Huh. I'm not sure what's wrong with this. What up, Bruno? Well, I am kind of concerned about these console logs. So let's, oh, that's what's going on. We need to update our CSP. Okay. Let's see. Server index. Nope. Server index. There you are. Okay. Image source, self, and we have a QR code as a data URI. There we go. Boom. Now we're talking. Wonder if we have the same thing. Yep, we do. Huh. It's a hidden input. Is that the one it's complaining about? That's the one I was complaining about. Yeah, okay, so I at least fixed that. Okay, well, we'll have to look at that. I think server rendering these modals is probably what's causing issues, but it's not a huge problem, because if we don't server render the modal and then we open it, it works fine. People are not typically going to land on this page, but maybe, like, I could send an email that says, go enable two-factor auth, and here's a link straight to it. Yeah. Kind of feel like, well, so if it's disabled, there we go. So if I say go enable two-factor auth, and boom, and then I enable it, and there it is. Now, I'm kind of thinking we don't want to actually save this until they confirm it, right? So normally you see the QR code, you scan it, and then you submit the OTP, and that's what confirms it, right? So we don't want to actually create the two-factor auth thing. My wife just said that she's okay to take my daughter to gymnastics, which does make things easier for me right now. And now I kind of wish I'd taken my break. Oh well, that's okay. Okay. So let's see, how does this flow work then? User doesn't have it. This is where I'm starting to think like a state chart would help a lot with this. I should model this. Nobody told David Khorshid I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so they don't have it enabled. They say enable, and all that is going to do is yeah, part of me, see, I keep on thinking about different ways to do this, and I like to keep things in the URL. So one thing that I could do is I could just have some state that stores this, and then it submits it when we're done. Yeah, see, our secret is right there. I mean, it's supposed to be. That's where it's supposed to be. Let's see. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to have another segment that's verify, where we show this QR code and yeah, so this would show up on the verify page. And then when you submit, maybe we make it, there's another verification type that we store in the database called 2FA verify. And then when you submit that and say okay, then it'll upgrade that 2FA verify to regular 2FA. Yeah, okay. And by doing it this way, it also means that when you land on this page, you would have, the only way to get to 2FA verify is if you have a 2FA verify type verification in the database. If you don't, then we'll redirect you to /2factor. Okay, yeah, this is great. Profile 2-factor verify TSX. I just was thinking we could change this to settings.profile plus, and then all the sub things don't need to have the profile prefix, but I think this is fine. Okay, great. So now I think most of this stuff actually goes into the verify piece, except we're no longer needing to do the dialog stuff. So yeah, when we come on the page, we're gonna get a 2FA verify type. Get all that info. And then the action on here is going to be, we'll have confirm or cancel. In confirm, we're going to say OTP, form get OTP, and then verify TOTP, OTP, and the secret, which we will get from the user's verification. Oh, right, because it could be null. Okay. All right, great. So, we don't need the digits there. Now upgrade to regular 2FA. There it is. And then here, we're going to delete there, verify. Verification type 2FA verify. Okay, great. So confirm, cancel. Okay. So what that means then is this. Let's see. Where does that show up? So we're in the modal. And they click on enable 2FA. That is going to create a 2FA verify. If we disable, it'll delete the 2FA. Yep. Here, we don't need to create these. We just need to know has is 2FA enabled. There is a distinct difference there. Okay. And then here, I think this is going to go outlet. And then I think we're going to need a two-factor index. Yep, profile two-factor index TSX. And that's where we put this stuff. Actually, undo, keep all that, stick it all here. Get rid of all of this. And here we do not show this or this or this or this. Okay, good. So then when you enable it, here we're going to redirect you to settings, profile, two-factor verify. And then here we can get rid of all of this other stuff. Yeah, okay, great. You have two-factor authentication, enabled two-factor authentication, awesome. And then I say disable, you have not enabled two-factor yet. I say enable, I go to verify, boom, 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 doom. And on this page, we need you to verify that. So, ooh, you know what? I've busted something. Whoops. If I go boom, it explodes because we created another one. Okay, good. I'm glad I listened to ChatGPT when it said make a unique constraint. So when we enable, we need to delete the previous, delete any existing entries. Prisma. Okay, cool. So try this again, and now I go enable. It deletes the previous. Well, it was supposed to. Oh, hold on a second. I need to delete this because there's no longer an action on here. Okay, good. Try that again. Now I, no, wonder, maybe HMR is not working or something. Try this again. Enable and kablooey. So look at the request. It is saying go to the index, so that is correct. And enable is in the payload, intent enable. So we should be deleting user ID. That's interesting. Target and type. Yeah, there's our type. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's what we need to do. Enable. Boom. And then we do this. If I come back here, that should work again. And it's just disabling the previous one. So we can actually look at the secret. Where is it? Right here. So that's C440. And if I go back here, I'm still not enabled because I never confirmed it. And now we deleted the old one and made a new one. Yep. Cool. All right. So now, instead of a button to disable it, we'd have cancel, intent cancel. Here, we should not get here if we don't have one. So actually, if not verification, then return redirect. That is exactly right. Awesome. And so now all this stuff goes away. We will not get on this page if we don't have a verification. And then we need confirm. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Do something very similar to this one. So we have the right one in a loading state. Okay. And then we have a field. Ah, man, now it's actually probably a good time to bring in conform so we get all of our nice error messages and stuff, and for consistency's sake and stuff. So let's come over here. This will be, yeah, all we need is the code. Okay, good. Awesome. Okay. So then we come in here. There's some boilerplate right there that would be pretty cool to figure out how to avoid one day. All right, we also can get the intent. Yeah, this is gonna be a zoo union. Oh, I forget, I think. Maybe this is a, it's not a union, it's a, oh, 1 second, my wife's calling me. Be right back. Okay, all is well. So there we go. And here we actually can borrow some of the logic from this to ensure the verification is good. Yeah, there's an abstraction here. Don't worry, I know. User ID. And this is going to be code. This is going to be data. Okay, yeah, if data.intent is cancel and return. There we go. Man, TypeScript is amazing. Okay, cool. So then we can say we got to figure out what to do about this. Let's see. There we go. That is the weirdest thing. I wish there was a better way to do that, but I can't think of one, so. Okay, so then we get our const from submission value intent, well, wonder. Where was that? Okay. Oh yeah, it was the photo. Yeah, there it is. So here, pre-process. Yeah, is it too late to pre-process? I think it is. Because I'm kind of thinking, why don't we pre-process to get the verification? Here in our case, we actually don't have an expiration. Wonder if we just do this. How bad is that? TypeScript's not going to be smart enough to know that we did this check here. So it's not going to make a difference. But could at least say yeah, I feel better about that. Yeah. You know what? Let's change that. It's not code, it's OTP. So down here, oh, we need to get the ID. Man, TypeScript is so great. And then here, I'm gonna redirect to there. Good. Okay, awesome. I think we're done. So let's come over here, enable 2FA, and then, well, by golly, let's try this. I probably better not do it from my phone or we'll have somebody angry here. So 1 second. Just want to make sure that it doesn't show you my staff test login. And whoops. Add a one-time password. Whoops. No. One-time password. Scanning. Boom. One-time password detected on the screen. There it is. Awesome. And then save. Oh man, one-time password. Okay, this is fine. You can't see it. Incorrect. Try again if you're having trouble. Contact support. Okay, well that's good. Figured out that there's something wrong with this. So, one-time password authenticate or testing library. Validator. Okay, yeah, nobody's built a tool like that. That's too bad. Okay. What if I change it? Still no dice. Okay. I'm not seeing anything wrong with this one-time password URL. Unless I really shouldn't include anything else. OTP auth. I'm gonna try something. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break, then we'll come back and figure out what's going on. So, break time. See you in a sec. Okay, we're back. Yeah, there we go. Great. I thought this would take an hour. It's been 19 minutes over that. It's probably going to be another 30 minutes, maybe. I'm pretty close. Feel really close. And then we can write tests for this because now I think I have a good idea of how this is going to work. So let's see where we're at. Yeah, I was trying to figure out why my two-factor auth code wasn't working, and I think I know. All of these seem to use some sort of base 64 or more base 32 conversion. So I'm going to continue my conversation with ChatGPT on this. It looks like the OTP auth URI isn't working with 1Password. I think it may be because the secret needs to be encoded as base 32. I've noticed other libraries seem to do this. What's an easy way to do this in Node? Bonus points if it can be dependency free. Yep, okay. So, I mean, it's not my favorite to have that there, but it does make sense to, because it's only really used in our TOTP thing, to just stick it in here. And we've got actually int to bytes, hex to bytes, and 2 base 32. And I think that will fix it for us. So then we come in here. Yeah, where we've got our secret. This is complaining because, oh, it needs to be a buffer, huh? Okay. That's interesting. Well, that's fine. Okay, let's try that now. Yep, that looks a lot better. All right, 1Password. Let's change this. Scan the screen. Boom, it got it. Save, and boom, it's got that. Copy the code, paste it, confirm, and it did something. We got a 400. Invalid code. Oh, that's interesting. It's not displaying the error. Oh, right, because I called it code. My bad. There we go. Now I'll show that. Okay, let's try that. Nope, still not liking that. Let's see how far it actually gets here. we'll change this. I don't want to give them extra information for something like this, but for us, we're going to give ourselves that. So it does have a verification. That's good. We shouldn't be able to be here without one anyway. Oh, I think we want this to be 2. The window is for, what's it called? Something drift, clock drift. But I don't expect that we're drifted that much, so that is interesting. Let's make sure. Yeah, that secret looks correct. Okay. Confirm invalid. Well, let's see here. We're missing something. Is it? We don't have digits, right? Yeah. Yeah, because digits are only needed when creating this right here. Yeah, okay. So let's try this again. Hey, it worked. Okay, that's concerning. Okay, so let's try this disable. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Enable. And then we're going to edit this, have it scan, save, copy, paste, confirm, invalid. Yeah. Ah! Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I wonder what if we do a window of 3? Maybe we got some serious clock drift going on here or something. No, that's not going to do it either. Well, that stinks. This is what I get for implementing stuff by hand. All right, what if we say 500? what happens then? Yeah, there's no way. Oh, wait a second. No, that's fine. Yeah, we get the secret from the database, so. Yeah, there's something very wrong, and I am uncertain what it is. What's very odd is that it seemed to work once. Oh, also, we shouldn't have to do this verification because we baked that into our validation above. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Enable, edit, scan, save, copy, paste. Okay, well, Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, thinking you'll get a different result. So here's what we're going to do instead. I'm going to make a temp ignored ts. That's interesting. Oh, right. Huh. Yeah, there's no window where that ends up being correct. Wait a second, that one worked. See, now we're in a delta of -1. And here in another 30 seconds, it'll be a delta of -2. And we've got a window of 400, so it'll continue like that. Provide 2. See, now that's interesting. So the next one that I got was no good. And then the third one that I get, still also no good. So what is it about this first one that just happened to work out? Yeesh. Okay, let's try this. Where is my, this thing. Please analyze this for bugs. Okay, let's see. Please give me snippets of relevant code to address point 1 and 4. Just verify something. If I change this window to 2, then we're going to get null. Yeah, okay. Well, now that we've got that sorted, looks like this has actually changed a bit. So let's do that. Interestingly, that did not affect the value. Yeah, man. I've made those adjustments, and I'm still having issues getting the one-time password generated by an OTP client to pass verification reliably. Sometimes it passes fine, and other times it does not. Here's my test code. Actually, let's try this. That secret is ridiculous. It still works, but it's way, way longer than even what GitHub does. So whatever. Come in here. Yeah, it still doesn't work. So there's that. Huh. I don't think we need that secret to be that long. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think we need that. Here, we'll keep it as it is, as ChatGPT recommended, and then we'll change it once we've got things working, maybe. Okay. So okay, that's interesting. Whoops. Yeah, generate, yada, yada, yada. So it's saying the secret is being generated as a hex string. So where's my secret? Secret. Yeah, so where's my, generating the secret, generating as a hex string. Yep, and then pass directly. Should I just keep the secret as a regular string and store that instead? It seems like converting it back and forth between hex is unnecessary. Am I missing something? Huh. Yeah, this actually kind of comes back to something I saw in another package. Okay, so what I'm a little confused about here is here we're saying base 32 to bytes, passing the secret, but generate here. Oh, so it is base 32. Okay, hold on. I'm a little confused about a few things. Here it says the secret is a 16-character base 32 string. If that's the case, then why are we passing it to base 32? Maybe it's actually not a base 32 string that's generated, but just bytes. I think that's the case. And then and here we're converting the secret to bytes. However, we are not passing the base 32 secret to this function. We're passing the secret itself. Are there mistakes in this code that need to be fixed? Please clarify. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Is there any reason I should not store the secret as bytes? Nah. Then I only need to convert it to base 32 when I generate the OTP auth URI. Correct? Or do I need to I see. That makes sense. Okay, yep, I'm convinced. Okay, so when we generate this secret right here, we're gonna do 10 and then base 32 secret, and then we pass please write 32 to bytes. There is a library for this that I think I should probably just use. 32. I don't think it's really that bad of a library. Oh man, I hate that. Stick this in the URL, please. Yeah, let's just use this thing. It's used like a 10. So we actually might even have it already. No, we don't. Okay, well, we have it now. Okay, we'll send that along next time we have something to say. And I'm sure there are types for this. No, what? You've got to be kidding. This is not indefinitely typed? Yeesh. Okay. Let's do this then. However, it's not written in TypeScript and not indefinitely typed. Can you write a module a TypeScript definition for this? Here are the docs on usage. Can I declare these within the module that imports it, or do I have to use a separate declaration file? Network error. What? I'm still streaming. Have not dropped any frames. This is what we're going to do. Oh. I got a crying kid outside my door who's probably wanting to get my attention. Let me address this. I'll be right back. Okay. Somehow one of my sons lost his siblings, and then his mom is not home right now, so he's like, ah! Yeah, very scared. He's gonna be fine though. Okay, so let's get rid of this thing. And then encode. Secret bytes. Oops. Okay, and this would be our base 32 dot encode, and then this base 32 decode. Let's see what happens now. I think we're done with that. So now if we say console log generate topped, no, the secret that comes back needs to be I got that backwards. I think maybe the types got turned around or something. So we encode a string to get, no. Yeah, that's, I think that's right. Oh, right. toString. Yeah, there we go. Okay, great. So now coming back here, here's our secret. So this is our new URL. Save, copy. I will be so happy if this works. Here we go. Nope. I missed something still. I missed something. What did I miss? Okay, let's try this. I think I may have missed something. Could you review my changes, please? Huh. Oh, right. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so now, yep, that makes tons of sense, actually. Lots and lots of sense. I was double encoding it. Okay. Copy, paste. Still not right. What am I missing? Oh, I think here, let's try this once more. Okay, let's just double check one thing. Yeah, I should probably adjust this API a little bit. Okay, so it does still work. And we use this and we get this and we copy it here. Okay, so that worked. I didn't change anything though, so let's verify with the next code. Verify 2. Yep. Dang. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. There is something though. I am definitely doing something wrong. Okay, we're gonna do some major cleanup when I'm done here. Yeah, nothing changed. I successfully verified another code, but the second code or the next codes are not verifying. Maybe I have some logic backwards. Yeah, that's... Those two snippets of code look identical. Am I crazy? Yeah, those snippets of code are identical. Yeah, those two snippets, he has no idea, or she, or it, are identical. Send that along with my next prompt. You're limited to 25 every 3 hours, so gotta be careful. Man. Wonder... Well, so the test still passes, so that's good. Yeah, I thought this was going to be easy. What am I missing? I noticed that GitHub doesn't provide those other ones. And in a couple of pieces of docs, lots of these are ignored anyway. Okay, well, I am lost. I have no idea. look at this some more. So he does 20. He does a couple extra things. Maybe we should do the same thing. Ah, man, I hate this. I'm holding, who wrote this? He says generate key. Now you've got your key. And then a token. Okay, let's just try that, I guess. That's interesting. Okay, and then now my secret looks like this, I guess. And then when we do this, it is well, that didn't do it. All right. Anyway, what can we learn from this alternative implementation of from Authenticator? Problem is that library uses SHA-1 and I don't want to use SHA-1. Yeesh. Okay, I'm in a state. That's what I'm in. I'm in a state. Okay, I don't like the changes that were made, so we're gonna go back. But there was somewhere that I read I think it may have been in NoTP. No. See, I could just use this library, but it does so many things that I don't need. There was one place where I read they were doing something special because Google Authenticator doesn't like something. See, the thing is, all these libraries are either like super old or do too much. Yep, do too much. So much code. We are so close. It really doesn't have to be that complicated. Okay, let's see about this one. It was like a code comment that says doesn't like. See, and they're using chart stuff like, what? No, this is super, super, super bad. Do not do that. Yeah, not a chance in the world will I use this library. Yeah, I remember seeing this one too. Good grief. What a joke. Lightweight. Let's see how lightweight you are. Yeah, you might be lightweight, but I bet your dependencies aren't. Yeah, you got 3 dependencies. Yeah, I looked at this one too. This dependency is heavy, huge, and also 3 years old. Yeah. I don't need that complicated of stuff. I really don't. I am so close. I'm just doing some small thing that's silly. Okay. Let's look at your implementation again. Let's just try something really quick. Of course, it's not going to be triple equal, but yeah. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Those are definitely not the same thing, though. But let's just see. That's interesting. Yeah, it's not happy about it, but it does actually work, which is fascinating. It gives me a delta of -3, which, yeah, that's definitely bad things are happening. Oh. Okay, so those two functions are equivalent. I hate that. Okay. There it is. Doesn't like equal signs. Okay. Well, that's too bad, because that's not what is causing our problem. I think the only reason that was mentioned is because the base 32 will sometimes append equal signs at the end. Well, I gotta go. Ah, man, I really thought I'd get this done. Just stuck. I'm not sure what the problem is. But if anybody wants to play around with it, I'll stick this in the chat, because I'm not committing this yet. Oh, yeah, looks like that is too much. And I'll stick this in here too. Feel free to play. All right. Thanks for chilling and hanging out, and we'll see you all in the future. I should be streaming tomorrow, I think. We'll see. Bye.